Imagine looking down at Antarctica from space. The vast white expanse of sea ice stretches for millions of square miles, a pristine frozen cap on our planet's southern pole. But in 2017, scientists spotted something shocking, a massive black hole in this icy shield, eventually growing to the size of Switzerland. This wasn't just any gap in the ice. It was a rare phenomenon called a polynya, and it appeared hundreds of miles from any shoreline, directly above an underwater mountain named Maud Rise. The Southern Ocean normally exists as a delicate layer cake, cold, fresh water floating atop warmer, saltier depths. But when this balance collapses, something remarkable happens. The ocean begins to breathe. Heat rises from the depths, fracturing the ice lid, and gases exchange with the atmosphere. Such a dramatic event hadn't been seen since the mid-1970s, when a similar polynya persisted for 3 consecutive winters. Scientists were determined to understand why it returned after 4 decades. So, the culprit? Well, it was really a perfect storm of ocean and atmospheric conditions. The clockwise Weddell Gyre actually accelerated, drawing warm, salty water up toward the surface. At the same time, powerful storms flung sea ice outward, while these atmospheric rivers, basically 1,000-mile plumes of moist air, added even more warmth from above. But, the key ingredient was something called Ekman transport. When wind blows across the ocean, Earth's rotation kind of deflects the surface flow at about 90 degrees. This physical process ended up steering salt-laden water directly onto Maud Rise's northern flank, which is, interestingly, exactly where the hole first appeared. By late September, this opening had actually vented about 20 times more heat than what normally escapes through unbroken ice. While this might seem like a local curiosity, its effects ripple across our planet. The dense waters formed here can spread through the global ocean, influencing currents that regulate our climate. The convection process pulls carbon-rich water upward, while sending newly formed oxygen-rich brine to the seafloor. What scientists find most concerning is that the same rise of warm, salty water that created the 2017 Polynya appears to be thinning ice across Antarctica's fringe. Since 2016, Southern Ocean sea ice has shown a negative trend for the first time since observations began. The Maud Rise Polynya reminds us that Earth's most remote regions can still surprise us, and that what happens at the frozen edges of our world rarely stays there. For more on this story, find a link to the article on Earth.com in the description.